Chatters, what is good? Today we are reacting to a guide to BTS members, the Bangtan 7. Guys, I'm actually very excited for this. This will be my second guide regarding BTS, but we watched, a very I guess shorter one, just in terms of length, about half the length of this or so, a little bit more. So yeah, I'm excited to delve deeper into the group. Obviously, I'm hoping to see, more of their accolades, awards, stuff like that. Just further understand their discography, if that makes sense. So obviously I'm hoping for that's in this guide a little bit more. But yeah, also if there's anything the guide misses, please do let me know. If there's anything you want to add, it could literally be anything. You could tell me Jungkook's favorite number is 7 and Jimin's favorite color is blue, and I'll be reading all the comments, obviously. So yeah. Anyways, if you guys do like these BTS videos, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me grow. But anyways, let's get straight into the guide. Accurate of May 2022. Okay. I'll take that with a grain of salt. Or, well, this guy with a grain of salt. I imagine they've expanded on more of their awards, accolades, this and that. You know what I mean. Okay. Ooh. Sorry. I see. I'm already pausing. But is there any, just anything I absolutely need to see from them that isn't, an album or performance? Is there any, fan cams I need to see? Is there any? Just let me know if there's any kind of those, more niche videos regarding them and their catalog that I really just need to see. I've kind of asked, what are some music videos I need to see, absolute musts, some absolute must for performances. But if there's any of those more niche videos that aren't necessarily those, please do let me know. Mama Awards, and then okay. BTS is a group of 3 rappers and 4 vocalists from South Korea, known for their stage performances, lyricism, and love for their fans, called ARMY. Okay. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, I've been very quickly introduced to ARMY. I would consider myself, baby ARMY at this point. Just really getting to the ropes. But yeah, I quickly learned all about ARMY. I've quickly learned all about you guys. Together, they've won over 700 awards, including Artist of the Year at the 2021 American Music Award and 12 Billboard Music Awards. Okay. BTS has the fastest accumulation of 6 #1 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 since the Beatles in the 1960s. Interesting how since the Beatles, considering they're both, considering the comparisons between the two in the senses of an all-male group and whatnot. Obviously they definitely make very different music, but it's kind of like a passing the torch kind of thing. I've seen that from your guys' comments, about I've seen a couple comments comparing, obviously not their music, but kind of their awards, accolades, that kind of thing, to that of the Beatles, so it's kind of funny how that all works out in the sense of what they are similar in, you know what I mean? But yeah, Dynamite, everything's #1. Yeah, Butter. See, okay, everyone, there was one comment thread on one of my videos where people, I don't know which video it was, but I said something along the lines of, is Dynamite their biggest song on paper? It must have been the Tiny Desk video. If you guys haven't seen that, go check that one out. But because they performed Dynamite in that. But yeah, there was a little back and forth. Nothing bad, obviously, but there was a little back and forth between whether Dynamite or Butter was the biggest song. But just from the looks of the Hot 100 in this photo here, Butter is all over it, even into the first part. So I don't know. That's crazy though. In 2016, BTS were the first artists outside of the big three K-pop companies to win the Artist of the Year Daesang Grand Prize at the Mama Awards. Okay, the Mama Awards is probably the award ceremony, not the correct term, the award ceremony I'm most familiar with regarding that of the K-pop genre. Obviously I know kind of BTS are pushed away from that a little bit, kind of terminology of K-pop, but yeah, Mama is the one I do know best. I've seen my fair things regarding Mama, my fair few.
2019 멜론 뮤직 어워드 올해의 아티스트.
3 years later, they were the first to achieve a Daesang sweep at the MMAs and Mama, taking home all 4 grand prizes at both shows. Okay, that's crazy.
방탄소년단.
That is insane. Wow. Even go beyond music. Yes, you guys were saying that. You guys have definitely informed me about that. In 2018, they became the youngest recipients of the Hwangwon. Sorry for my ignorance. If I obviously don't pronounce anything right, please let me know. And just be lean, I mean, I'm just a little bit ignorant, Order of Cultural Merit Medal awarded by the Korean government for promoting Korean culture and language across the world. Yeah, I think in the sense of those K-pop, I'm saying it quotations because, like I said, I know what you guys have informed me about BTS and them kind of expanding beyond K-pop and whatnot. It's kind of a way to box them in. Some people see it. That's not how I mean it when I say it. Just kind of going off the guide and whatnot, what the guide says. But yeah, I always knew of BTS before I listened to them, before I even started this channel, as a K-pop group, as they were my first real K-pop group I ever knew. They're obviously the biggest, but yeah, I feel like I know obviously they aren't the first, right? But it was the first I definitely knew of. It was definitely the first I ever knew of. K-pop quotations. I'm already parched. In 2021, South Korean President Moon Jae-in held an official ceremony appointing them as special presidential envoys. Okay. I'm seeing it. He granted them diplomatic passports ahead of their 3rd speech at the UN General Assembly. Okay, yeah. It's okay, I'm seeing it. I'm trying to compare it to something here. It's like when athletes win whatever in their sport, the highest prestige of award or final. I guess it would be the final technically. Whoever wins the season outright, goes to the White House. Not to speak on the controversy going on there nowadays, but you know what I mean. It's been a thing. That's all I'm seeing. In 2022, BTS were invited to the White House to speak about anti-Asian hate crime and Asian inclusion. Speaking of the White House, okay, I like that. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. I don't really speak too much politically, but yeah, this is a nice. Yeah, that's nice. I didn't know that happened actually. That's cool. Their success may seem overwhelming, but it wasn't always like this.
Group name BTS, 7 members. Please come to our concert. You know K-pop?
Oh yes, from the first guide, I kind of saw a little bit of a glimpse of their start and their come up and how they weren't necessarily pushed like a lot of the up and coming groups nowadays. But yeah, they're out in the street really promoting themselves. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should walk around with QR codes, and if you scan it, it goes to my YouTube channel. What do we think? No, they did this in a show, but ARMY fans were actually there to fill their 200-person venue. They did start small, but always had loyal ARMY. 200-person venue. Now they're selling out every stadium imaginable. And night on night on night on night. That's crazy. 200 people. Because even 200 people is insane. See, 200 people is insane. Like, you don't think about it like that nowadays just because, you know, numbers are so crazy. But 200 people is insane. That's a lot. That is a lot. I've kind of taken that for granted. But I also see, you know, I also see it kind of firsthand in sense of my own analytics on this channel. So I understand it a little bit. 200 people is crazy. Like, it really, really is. And especially, like, live, you know, getting to show up. So yeah, loyal army from the get-go.
잘한다 쟤. No money. No money? Yeah. Free? Free. 마음을 놓치기 전에 see what you want. Oh, yeah.
Imagine meeting the BTS members out on the street before, you know, they were propelled to this level of superstardom. I followed them all on Instagram. Actually, I don't think I did. I think I followed the BTS page. But yeah, lots of followers. I can only imagine what each individual member has, you know. Yeah. Crazy. I need to, though. That will change. I will go follow them. That's crazy. That's so crazy to see that, like, just lower production, you know, older footage. Are those like actual video? Obviously, they're videos online, but like, are those full-on YouTube videos from their channel, or I'm assuming, obviously, because it's early in promotion and whatnot, into their debut and whatnot. But yeah, on June 13th, 2013, BTS debuted under Big Hit Entertainment, a small company in the big world of K-pop. Okay. 2013, formed in 2010. The group was formed by Bang Si-hyuk, founder and now chairman of Hype, formerly Big Hit Entertainment. Okay, I did not know they were formerly Big Hit Entertainment. That's good to know. I see it now. I'm putting two and two together.
연습 시간을 강제하지도 않았고 생활을 통제하지도 않았어. 모든 것에 자유를 주고 멤버들이 자발적으로 참여할 수 있게 했습니다.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and read that just in case. I'm gonna read everything on this guide. Obviously, if I'm not speaking over, but you know, there was a second or two to pause and read, so we'll just go back all the way. Yup.
연습 시간을 강제하지도 않았고
I did not force a mandatory amount of hours to practice. Neither did I dictate how they should live their every day.
생활을 통제하지도 않았어. 모든
They were given freedom to everything.
것에 자유를 주고 멤버들이 자발적으로 참여할 수 있게 했습니다.
And the members were allowed to practice proactively. Their company struggled financially during the early years of their debut. We're only 3 minutes in. It's been 13 minutes. See, I'm really bad about that. I somehow like tripled the length of guides and stuff when I watch, because I really do get engaged with this stuff, because this is stuff I really do want to learn, and especially when I like grow to love a new group or artist, and you know, you have to watch a guide, which I feel like is more, you know, for me, I really need them for groups, just to learn each individual member beyond, you know, them in the group. But this is how I really get attached to my groups, you know, to the things I care about. I mean, music is one of the most important things in my life, and I revolve my daily life around it, you know, every single day, as you can see on the channel. And so yeah, this is really how I get attached to my groups. But yeah, humble beginnings. All seven members shared one bedroom in their small dorm, little hostel looking thing. Wow. Okay. Is that the dude from Yo Gabba Gabba? I haven't seen that thing in years. That's just a blast from the past. Huh. What was his name again? Always liked the yellow robot. He was my favorite, but the red cactus dude is cool too. All of them are cool. That's a blast from the past. If you guys don't know what I'm talking, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yo Gabba Gabba. They were made fun of for their name, Bangtan Sunyondan, Bulletproof Boy Scouts, and had minimal opportunities to perform due to the little influence their company had on shows. Right, and we learned from the other guide, if you guys haven't seen that, that they would like fill in for like people who canceled or acts that canceled. Okay. Yes. Goes hand in hand.
2013년 1월 12일 진의 일지.
2013년 2월 8일 지민의 일지.
I paused too late. I don't like cutting off the speaking, but
2013년 1월
despite receiving little airtime and being cut from broadcast, BTS found their own way to connect with fans.
12일 진의 일지.
2013년 2월 8일 지민의 일지.
2013년 4월
Are they still actively like doing live streams and stuff? To this extent, where you know they sit in front of a camera in the studio rather than like like a free time Instagram live. You know what I mean? Where it's more spontaneous. Because that would be something interesting to see. I like when groups do that a lot. They film YouTube vlogs sharing their thoughts, daily schedules, and updates on their lives. Oh, so that's this. But do they do any live streams or anything like that where they like have studio sessions or anything like that? Marketing things. Yeah.
슈가의 로그.
2014년
2017년
2020년 9월 27일
And post Bangtan bombs featuring the members behind the scenes. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm seeing the little logo right here. Big Hit Entertainment. Okay, yeah. Like I was saying earlier, if there's any of these kind of things I absolutely need to see as well, just let me know. Because I imagine this is a series, if there's a specific episode, moment, whatever it may be. I really do want to just kind of get embraced into the world. Because that's, like I said, how I really connect with my groups and, the things I enjoy. It's, it just adds onto it beyond their music. It gives you a reason to really connect to them personally beyond their music, and it also shows that kind of human-like features and attributes of someone who, is propelled into that crazy superstardom like they all are, So yeah, that would be something I'd be really, looking forward to seeing, eager to seeing. Okay. They were often looked down on and mistreated by show hosts, so they began creating... That's crazy. Like, I don't mean to laugh, but like, imagine like being able to like interview, let's say, early BTS, when they obviously weren't anywhere near as big, and you look down on them and mistreat them, and then like, now you see where they are now. It's just like one of those crazy ironic moments. That's like, it just makes me like laugh, because like it's crazy how, not to get like too personal, but like decency and respect it's just like the lack of it is crazy, but just like reading that sentence, it's just like so bewildering to me. It's like really, like okay, see, this is why I sometimes need to just let the guide play out and answer things for me. Run BTS is their own variety show where they do challenges and play games. Okay. But yeah, if there's anything I absolutely need to see regarding like this, let me know. Belgium's capital, waffle. They also release yearly specials like Bon Voyage and In the Scoop, which follows the members on trips and staycations. Okay. That's gonna be me in the summer when I go to Scotland. Should I release my own little Bon Voyage and In the Scoop reenactments of my own when I'm on vacation in Scotland, visiting my family, or no? Should I recreate an episode? Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I should recreate an episode with 7 of me's in different outfits. What do we think? They do lives to celebrate concerts, achievements, birthdays, etc. with fans. See, I crack myself up sometimes. Okay, yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I love seeing, like, lives like this, even if they are spontaneous. I know I was talking about that a little bit and how, like, that's not necessarily what I'm looking for, but, like, you know, it shows to their more human-like sides and, you know, pulls them a little closer to, like, you know, the gap between, like, a regular person like you or I, you know, compared to these global sensations. I do like that. Be Live. Seeing it. Especially during the pandemic. Yeah. I could only imagine, like, as bad as it was, and I mean, like, I'm not going to speak on the devastating terms of the pandemic and whatnot, but I can only imagine, like, the bond of, like, you know, everyone being home and, like, them being able to stay home as well and, like, connect with their fans more, you know, through the online means of, like, social media and whatnot, and how much, like, closer, like, ARMY got to get attached to them, and you know, just fandoms in general. You know, I can only imagine, because I wasn't necessarily in this world as much. You know, I was listening to my music, but I wasn't necessarily as engaged. You know, this is 6 years ago now. I was 16 years old, so you know, my life's changed a little bit. But yeah, I could only imagine. I wish I experienced it firsthand. You know, as devastating. Yeah, I'm not gonna speak on that because I have my fair few things to say. But yeah. See, yeah, they even held record-breaking concerts. 1.3 million paid online viewers. Paid. Imagine, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Wait, was that live? Like, they had that live? Or, well, obviously, their music videos gets billions of views. I don't... That's an answer that... Or that's a question that was not needed to be asked. Paid online viewers, yeah, obviously. See, sometimes watching these when it's late at night and, like, I just got home from a full day of school and work. I'm an intern, by the way, if you guys don't know. My ARMY, if you guys don't know. I've said that in other videos before. So, but yeah, like, sometimes I just like to shut my brain off, but sometimes, you know, I make irrational comments. BTS music includes a wide range of genres. Yes, I'm so excited for this because in the other guide, it really pointed me into the direction of, like, you know, their alternate sounds that, you know, I didn't really hear, you know, during their most recent album. And so I'm really looking forward to, like, even getting into their house kind of sound and their funk and just different avenues. I love seeing I guess groups in this sense, especially because, you know, there's 7 members that are capable of so much rather than just like one individual. But I love watching, like, especially established groups in this sense kind of go down different avenues with their music. You know, it only adds to their versatility, their catalog, and just gives you another reason to like them. And, you know, it just shows their talent as well. So I'm very excited to kind of get into a different scene. And so if you guys have any recommendations for any of that, please let me know. If you guys have any songs like that, I absolutely need to see that aren't like... Oh, okay. I was not ready for this. I was not ready for that. Pop, Boy With Love. Hip Hop, Outro, Tear. EDM, Best of Me. R&B, Singularity. Latin Pop. They even have Latin Pop? Huh. Interesting. Oh, no, I've heard a snippet of that, actually. I think I've heard a snippet of that. Ballad, The Truth Untold. While singing about uncommon topics in K-pop, like social... Okay. I'll be intrigued to see that. Obviously, if they're singing about things that are, like, going on in Korea, I probably won't be the most, you know, aware and, like, inclined to, you know, understand. But, you know, if it's, like, humanitarian thing, I don't know, universal themes, I'll obviously be able to comprehend. But yeah, if we ever get to those where it's like something that's very personal to, you know, their home country, I mean, I'm not the most politically inclined to speak on that, you know. So yeah. I'll give that fair warning now. Mental health, okay. I love that. I love that. I love that. Societal expectations, okay. I'm intrigued about that. That's obviously going to be very personal to them, since they're seen in such a crazy light. So I'll be eager to see that as well. And self-love. Army began to grow. Okay. Okay. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I like that. I hope. Our word. Or even a single line. Aw. Helps you love yourself. To love yourself. Wow. Yeah, see, I was saying this. I've said this in videos previous. So if you're a returning viewer, you know. I love music that makes you think, puts you in your own head, and that you can really connect to, whether it's even for good or bad reasons, you know. And I mean, music is just kind of like one of those universal like things that can just be amazing in life, especially in today's day and age. And so it's just nice to see kind of like those topics we see previously be talked about, but then them also caring and, you know, hoping that it positively impacts people, because obviously it does, and they know that. But you know, it's nice because music is one thing that can really bring people together, especially in a divided day and age. You know, it's crazy out there. It really is crazy out there. You must be wondering about the members behind all this success. Definitely. It all starts with Kim Namjoon. RM. Okay. Leader, main rapper, composer, songwriter, producer, and he was born September 12th, 1994. Okay. RM. Main rapper, composer, songwriter. Okay. At 13 years old, he became active as an underground rapper and was well known in the community by the name Runch Rhonda. Okay. Imagine filming this and then like at 13 years old, and he was born in 1996. Let me do the math real quick. I know this was filmed 4 years ago, so at the time of this video, he would have been 26, coming on 26, depending on when it was made. And so now he is, what, 30 years old? Not yet, 30, almost 30, come September. Yeah, imagine, like, having this footage. Like, you filmed the leader of the biggest group ever at 13 years old, just randomly, you know. That is insane. I was actually looking to kind of stray away from BTS real quick. I saw this thing online literally like yesterday. It was like 2 days ago, and it was a video of The Weeknd at a talent show at like, he was like 12. It's like, how do people find this stuff like after it, like, you know, like that is so crazy. Obviously he was you know, an active underground rapper like it says, but you know, that's just so crazy to think about to me. It's like yeah, it's just like I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. Okay. Catching a flow when he's young. After his performances caught the attention of hip-hop artist Sleepy, he was encouraged to audition for Big Hit, where he was signed as the first member of BTS. Okay.
안녕하세요. 랩몬스터
He debuted with the stage name Rap Monster, but now goes by RM.
입니다. 이름처럼 팀에서 랩을 맡고 있습니다.
My name is Kim Namjoon, also known as RM, the lead up to the BTS.
Okay, yeah, this is overlapping a little bit with the other guy. I do know, like I said, I have very surface level knowledge. But as the leader of BTS, he communicates with the company and helps guide and motivate his team. As a leader should, right? Fit for the role. Seriously, hey, thank you, thanks a lot. I love you so much.
남준인데
넌 최고의 리더.
Very,
빌보드부터 시작.
very sweet. I love seeing videos like this because you really get to see how close the group are. And I feel like that's very important when, like, for me personally, when, you know, listening to a group, it's to see that the connection is real and whatnot. And obviously, I haven't seen enough of that to, you know per se on like my own experience. But obviously, I do know from your guys' comments, and obviously, I mean, they've been together since 2010. You know, groups don't last that long if things are weird behind the scene. But yeah, I love seeing just how close groups are, and it really just adds to the impact that I feel like their music has, and, you know, being able to kind of see that and be engulfed in that, like I said, it really adds to the depth of the music as well. But yeah.
그래서 합백일이 다 좋은 결과도 있는데 사실
But if we didn't have RM,
아무것도 못했어. 상상을 했겠습니까? 진짜 못했어요. 이건 진짜 잠든 리더였죠.
남준이 형 진짜 말할 것도 없고 너무 멋있는 사람이고
Admiral
그래서
person,
저를 이끌어주는 그런 리더
Great leader.
역할, 리더의 자격이 있는 사람입니다.
When he's not in professional leader mode, he adds to the BTS's chaotic energy.
제가 요리하고 있으면은 가끔 남준이가 RM이 와서
When I cook, sometimes Namjoon, no RM, comes and offers help.
도와준다고 하는데 제가 아니 너무 괜찮다고.
Although he's dangerous in the kitchen and notoriously clumsy.
내가 빠져있으니까 여기 구했잖아요 아까. 요거
Extremely
빼고 요거
intelligent.
빼봐요. 그럼
With a 148 IQ. Okay, that's crazy. I took the Mensa IQ test and I got a 142. 4, I think. I don't know though. I did it online, so I don't know how accurate that is. But 148, okay, intelligent fella. Yeah. Very intelligent. 148.
뭐가 나오죠?
148.
58 정답?
별로 격차는
Okay, they
있었지만
even have like
어느
little
순간
game show things. I wasn't necessarily sure what he was doing until it panned out and I saw the whole big scene. Okay, I know it said that earlier, but I didn't know. I'll be looking forward to seeing those. If you guys do want that, obviously. And if there's, like I said, if there's anything I absolutely need to see, maybe I can go through and like sort it by popularity and see what like the most viral one is. But you know, if there's any like things that absolutely must see, you know, compilations, anything like that, you know, beyond their music, because like I said, I do plan on getting into the music videos. I plan on getting into the albums, the EPs, singles, whatever it may be, especially regarding music. But like, yeah, things that are, you know, more based on the group rather than the music. If there's anything I do need to see, please do let me know, because I'm a little less inclined to know about that, I feel, you know.
외국어 사회 과목에서 전국 상위 1.3%.
Top, what did that say? Top
정답?
별로 격차는 있었지만 어느
language, maths, foreign language, social studies, national top 1.3.
순간 외국어 사회 과목에서 전국 상위 1.3%.
Intelligent fella.
皆さんももう知って
Along with the other members, he can speak Japanese well. However, he's the only member fluent in English.
ますよ。ジミンさんが
Okay.
特に
Has this changed? Has anyone else became fluent in English? I know this guide came out in 2022. If that's changed, obviously. And yeah, if there's things like this that just necessarily, not that this is, but if there's anything that is like not necessarily up to date, please do let me know.
大好きなパートがあります
I appreciate it.
最近よくいました。
You brought us
Others are studying English. Okay, so I imagine maybe that's changed. I know it's hard. Is it true that English is the hardest language to learn from, like... Yeah, I think that just stands on its own. I think that's a thing. Like, people from languages that are foreign to my own say that learning English is like the hardest language to learn because it's just so different or something. I'm not necessarily sure, but that's just what I've seen. I don't know if that's necessarily true. But yeah, the others are studying English and often come to him for help preparing for interviews.
What? Made us shine. Made us shine. Made us shine.
예? Appreciate it. 이거 맞나요? 이거 빌보드에서 그냥 형이 막 계속 하고.
appreciate it.
appreciate it.
I can't choice. Yeah.
오.
I can't choice. You know.
형, I can't choose it.
남주가 I can't choos라고 하고 싶어.
Okay, I can't choose it.
Do they have videos like this where it's like them live in, you know, creating and producing just whatever, you know, the becoming of the song? Obviously I see that here, but like, is that something they actively do? RM is one of the main songwriters in BTS and is known for his moving lyrics and eloquent speeches.
와, 시원하진 않은데.
네. 아 깜짝이야. 와 쩔었다 이럴 줄 알았는데.
Okay. RM Song Joke 2015. He's released 2 solo mixtapes along with various collaborations with Wale, Lil Nas X, Hone, and Tiger JK. Okay. He got a crazy flow in that last one, by the way. Song Mono or Song Soul from the Mono EP 2018. His second mixtape. I said EP. It's a mixtape. Mixtape holds the record for the album with the most iTunes #1s. Crazy. Ooh, I like that little double entendre. Is that a double entendre? Because he says, I love you, soul. But it kind of sounds like I love you so. Is that a double entendre for like, I love you so, but I love you soul? Am I thinking about that right? As of May 2022, he is the second and youngest idol with the most song copyrights in South Korea, 187 credits. Obviously, I imagine this expanded a little bit within the past 4 years. He often goes live to tell ARMY about the process of album making and his inspiration behind the songs. Okay, see, sometimes I just need to keep watching the guide. Sometimes I just need to keep watching the guide. But yeah, okay. I'll be intrigued to kind of dive into this as well. Because I've said this so many times before, especially with songs, but I feel like it all goes hand in hand with like how does someone make a song? How does someone write a book? You know what I mean? It's like, how do they come up with these things? I maybe I'm just not the most creatively and artistically inclined in that sense, but I just don't understand it. Especially like writing a full-on novel, like that is crazy to me. I know obviously that's a little different from making a song, but like, you know, building the whole kind of atmosphere and just, you know, creating an album, you know, it's mind-blowing to me. I genuinely don't understand. I genuinely don't. But like I said, I'm not the most inclined and talented in that sense. But yeah, it's just like, it's crazy to think about. Very crazy.
제가 쓴 가사가 문제투성이 lovesick이잖아요. 근데 이제 이가 아니고 만약에 다른 걸 갖다 붙이면 되게 이상해지는 경우가, 예를 들면 너 문제투성이 바보 뭐 이런 거 되게 이상하거든요.
Sounds really awkward. He has a deep love for art, reading, and nature. Yeah, okay. I do too. Oh, is that his dog? This is his feed, right? I'm assuming. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say yes. That's a cute dog. Likes to bike and work out during his free time.
Got
Okay.
me a bicycle. 사랑이라는 말보다 더 좋은 말 있을 텐데
Oh, that's sweet. That's so sweet.
진짜 사랑한다.
See, I love when you can really tell the kind of connection that an artist or the group, obviously in this sense, has to their fans. You know, because obviously the artist wouldn't be anything without, you know, their fans. Shout out Chapel Roan. It's nice when they, you know, pay homage and whatnot.
원하는 건 모두 갖췄지 이제 눈물 더 가져야만 만족이 될지 내가 원했던 건 너 담은 돈 담은 걸 이 다음은 도대체 뭐지
Does Suga ever drop anything by August D? I feel like I've seen August D. I feel like I've seen August D. Does he go by August D when he releases something solo? Suga? But anyways, Suga, aka August D, Min Yoonji. He's a rapper, producer, songwriter, and composer. And he was born March 9th, 1993. I like that instrumental. See, obviously, I understand he was, you know, obviously working for Big Hit, or, you know, starting trainee. But it's like, it's just crazy to see this footage from so long ago. At age 13, Suga began rapping and songwriting against his parents' approval. I think things worked out for Suga. Maybe it's a good thing he went against parental approval. It's crazy how that all works out, isn't it? I think he did well for himself. I don't know. I don't know if I can tell you yet. Oh my! He performed as an underground rapper by the name Gloss with his hip-hop crew D-Town, Daegu Town. Okay. Okay. He auditioned for Big Hit after discovering the rap competition called Hit It, where he placed second. Okay. I know that instrumental. I know that instrumental from somewhere. His talent did not go unnoticed, and he was signed to Big Hit Entertainment, eventually becoming the second member of BTS. Oh, okay, so everything did work out for him. That's so dumb. He chose the stage name Suga because of his favorite position in basketball, shooting guard. Okay, yes, I did know this. See, I love seeing the other little facts that you see and learn throughout the comments and the, you know, the other guides and whatnot. I love when you just kind of retain that knowledge.
17살 돌려서 내가 밥을 먹으면 버스를 탈 돈이 없었고 하나도 돈을 못 받고 내 모습도
Going from underground rap to idol group, RM and Suga received a lot of backlash.
슈가 설탕과 이제 랩핑걸이 이제
방탄소년단이 무대에 올라갔을 때 뭐 이제 분장을 한다는 어떤 메이크업을 하는 거 이제 어떤 힙합과 충돌되는 부분이 있을 것 같은데.
분장 중에 아니라 여자.
In his first solo mixtape, he responded to those who looked down on him. Oh. See, I've seen some things about them like dissing people. They be dissing people like that. I'd be intrigued in seeing that. I'd be very intrigued. Okay, self-titled EP or album. August D, 2016 song August D. Okay, he dropped. Oh, is it just a single? Okay. I wasn't expecting this line necessarily. Okay. Wow. Okay, I did not realize he was calling people out like this. You should all be grateful that I'm an idol. Because I'm busy 24/7, don't need no break. Okay, who's he calling out here? This has to be directed at someone, right? I was not expecting that. D2 2020 song Date Twitter. For his first two solo mixtapes, he goes by August D. Suga backwards plus DT for Daegu Town. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I feel like I've seen August D though. I guess obviously for his first solo. See, this is what I mean. Sometimes when it's just late, my brain tends to shut off. It took me a second to like comprehend that sentence, I guess. I like. This is beautiful. This scene right here is beautiful. That architecture is crazy. Wow. How did he get this for the music video? I guess he... See, I keep asking questions that... I really said, how did he get this for the music video? Like, he's not an idol for the biggest group. But yeah, did they all have solo... See, keep asking questions. Augusty was the most streamed Korean male solo artist on Spotify in 2020 through 2021. Wow. So he has a pretty prominent solo career as well, I can assume, right? Okay. In 2018, Suga became the first in BTS to become a full member of the Korea Music Copyright Association with 136 and growing credits. Okay. Yeah, he has quite a few. Out of the members, he is the main producer and has even won awards as a producer for other artists.
트렌드상 소란 오늘 취하면의 프로듀서 슈가.
Although he initially only wanted to be a rapper and producer, he now enjoys life in BTS despite the dancing he was hoping to avoid. Oh. But he obviously can do decent enough for himself, can't he?
올해 방탄하기.
Being BTS for a long time.
내 인생의 전부. 방탄소년단.
As a songwriter, he's known for his honest and raw lyrics. Okay, see, yeah, that's my favorite part of music. I love that. I love that. He openly writes about his past struggles with depression, OCD, and social anxiety. Okay, see, that's important. That's important. It shows them on a more human-like characteristics, even though they are these, global sensations. We're all human. We're all human. It's a nice thing to see. I mean, obviously, you know what I mean. Yeah, he's really depicting it. He hopes to give strength to those facing their own battles. Song Nevermind. He's sometimes misinterpreted as cold, as he's often quiet and struggles with showing affection.
오케이. 고맙다.
말을 안 해.
아이, 고맙다. 그래, 사랑한다.
외적인 게 아니라 성격.
It's not his appearance, but his personality. Whenever he can't do things because it's embarrassing, it's cute.
적인 부분에서 뭐랄까 오글거리는 거를 잘 못하는데 그런 모습을 볼 때 해주고 싶은데 여기서 끌어나오지 않아서.
Like when he wants to say something touching to us but can't express it well.
순대레야 그. 순대레.
He's a sunder? Sundre? That doesn't even make sense. Sundere. Sundere? Cold on the outside, warm inside.
슈가 형이 그런 게 있어요. 되게 멤버들 안 챙겨주는 척 하면서 은근히 챙겨주는 거.
He finally takes care of that.
오, 인경 뭐야? 형 도와드릴 일 없나요? 괜찮아. 너네를 위해서라면 뭐 이 정도야.
일기에 저한테 문자가 온 멤버가 있었어요. 그날 두 명한테 줬어. 바로 전비야. 너도 마지막에 사랑한 거였어요.
He likes to read, work out, cook, and learn new instruments. I love seeing the group dynamic. He goes live to give ARMY comforting words and advice.
네, 그럴 때도 이제 항상 BTS 방탄소년단을 생각을 하시면서 힘내시길 바랍니다.
See, I love that. That's just the thing about music and artists, man, is that they have the potential to do so much good, and then seeing your artist, you know, your group, whatever, the person, you know, you listen to, even if it's not your absolute most favorite, it's just seeing the good they do in the world is such a heartwarming feeling. At least to me, that's how I see it. It's just, you know, capable of so much good. And it's nice to see them do something with the good they are capable of doing. Okay, now we're on to J-Hope, Jung Ho-seok. Jung Ho-seok. He is silent. Rapper, main dancer, and dance leader. Composer, songwriter, producer. He was born in September. No, I think I'm gonna leave that in the video. That was insane. I think I just said February. Did I just say February? February 18th, 1994. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I can't. Sorry, that's me. I'm laughing at me. At 10 years old, he began taking lessons at a dance academy and later was the youngest to join a street dancing crew called Neuron. Before debut, he won numerous awards for his dancing, including first place at the 2008 national competition. Okay. With his well-known dancing skills, he auditioned for Big Hit and eventually became the third member of BTS. Boy Meets Me. Okay. Also, fair warning, I'm not the most like inclined in terms of like dance. Like, I couldn't necessarily tell you what's like amazing and what's good. To be honest, obviously I think, you know, he's doing good, but I think a lot of things are good. Not to diminish or downplay him. I'm just not like, you know, it's my own personal flaw. Take it as my own personal flaw. As dance leader, he learns the choreography quickly, then guides the other members during practice and performances. He becomes serious and detailed when it comes to dance, which is a big reason why BTS stages are so well done.
Do you hear me? Yeah. Do you hear me? Yeah.
이렇게 쌈을 여기 계속 있으면 돼요. 마사 하면서 형 가운데 있고.
On V-Live, he sometimes does Hope on the Street, where he practiced freestyle dancing. Okay, is that just what he calls the segment of like going live? You know, just dancing. Hope on the Street, I'm assuming. Okay, piano ballad. Okay. I'm seeing it. La la la. Okay, Lauryn Hill. Okay, I was not expecting that. Song. I like how it includes the song too, because like normally I have to ask like, what song is this? Especially when I'm like into it. But we see it right here. He learned rap as a trainee. He practiced with RM and Suga in the dorms and eventually developed his own style. Okay. One thing I will say that I've noticed really early is that they are capable and can catch flows like crazy. They have a crazy flow, and I love that kind of bilingual flow when they like go back and forth like bar to bar from, you know, Korean to English, Korean to whatever. Crazy level of talent. I love that. That's my absolute favorite. It's just like there's something that makes the word so addicting, even if you can't understand it right in the second. You know, you have to see the translated lyrics, read the translated lyrics alongside of it. It's just something about it. It's just like, I don't know, it just makes it like that much catchier for me, and like adds a like just like another layer to it. Yeah, it's some of my absolute favorite parts of, you know, groups that can get into multiple languages. That bilingual flow, my absolute favorite. I've seen this video. Tiny Desk. Although he's mainly a rapper, he also contributes vocals in some songs. Spring Day was a fantastic song. I'm very, very, very looking forward to that song. Very much so. Very much so. Beautiful. As a full member of the Korean Copyright Association, he writes and produces songs for BTS as well as his own projects. Okay, so they all have pretty or well, so far they all have some sense of a solo works. Okay, Hope World song Daydream. In his 2018 solo mixtape, he sings about his identity and becoming a piece of peace for everyone. Okay. I kind of like this minimalist music video. I like it. He's the K-pop soloist with the highest number of Spotify followers. Okay. Song Just Dance. Okay. We should get someone should mix their or not their. Someone should mix Just Dance with Just Dance by Lady Gaga. I don't know. I'm just saying things. In the Pandora's Box myth, a box filled with evil was unleashed to the world, and the only thing left was hope. J-Hope wants to represent that remaining hope for ARMY and his members. Is this Saturday Night Live? Or the other one? What's the other one? I'll be getting them mixed up. The Late Night No. It's the one with... Are they both named Jimmy? He lives up to his name with his bright and cheerful personality.
I'm your Hope, you're my Hope, I'm J-Hope. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, so they have a random assortment of videos. I'm seeing this. The members often cling to him for good energy and strength. Are they filming a music video there? That looked like a music video set. Well, I mean, this kind of does too, but I'm seeing a little more context. It does not look like a music video.
뭔가 멤버들이 부탁이나 아니면 좀 뭔가 고민하는 것 같으면은 진지하게 들어주고 자기 것을 조금 더 주는 사람.
너무 이쁘고 착하고 다정한 것 같아서 석영은 정말 이 팀이 없었으면 안 될 사람이라고 생각할 정도로 고마운 사람인 것 같아요.
Okay, so they've said this about each. I mean, obviously so far each other. So yeah, you definitely see the group dynamic. I like the real connection. He loves fashion, art, and photography. Is this his own Polaroid? I'm assuming. Snoopy. He has a fear of bugs, rides, loud noises, heights, snakes, and many other things. Yeah, I don't. Never mind. Okay, melodic. Okay, now we're with Jin Kim Seokjin, vocalist, visual composer, songwriter, producer, born December 4th, 1992. Epiphany. I'm looking forward to this. Ooh, this sounds good. And I'm seeing the whole stage be set as well. Look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. I could have sworn that was a waterfall.
학교를 등교하고 있었는데 그 제가 버스를 타고 이제 내리는 딱 그 타이밍이었는데 제가 이 멀리서 봐도 잘생겼잖아요.
사실 그건 맞아요.
맞아. 버스 내리는데 그분이 이렇게 내리는 쪽으로 오셔가지고 저를 붙잡고 와, 전 태어나서 당신 같은 얼굴 처음 봤다고.
진짜?
네. 아, 제발 저희 회사에.
Okay. He joined Big Hit, where he learned to sing and dance as a trainee before becoming the 4th member of BTS. Okay. Melodic. Are they singing what I think they're saying? At the same time, he continued attending Konkuk University and was the first of the members to graduate in 2017. Now all members have bachelors. Dang! And they're pursuing their masters? Did they get their masters? Wow, they all went to university. Wow. And they became idols at the same time of the biggest group ever. You know, what can't they do? Wow. Crazy. See, seeing stuff like this is humbling a little bit. Because sometimes you think you're, yeah, like this, I don't know. Not to get too deep into it. But yeah, crazy. They all have their degrees and are pursuing their masters at the time. Oh, okay. This is interesting. As a theater and film major and visual. Oh, right. I didn't know this. Now that I'm seeing it again. Jin plays the main characters in the fictional storyline that runs through the BTS albums. Wait, there's a storyline that runs through the albums like that? Is there a guide for that? Without spoilers? Wait, so in that case, is everything kind of connected? You know, I was seeing some comments that like kind of introduced this. I don't think necessarily like went into it in depth. You know, there's been a lot of comments, to be honest. I've read quite my few, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Referred to as the silver voice because of his powerful vocals and falsetto. Okay.
이런 멜로디는 어떨까 뭐 이렇게 해서 막 다 써봤던 거예요. 아마 여기 있는 것들도 한 10번에서 20번 정도는 다 멜로디들이 바뀌지 않았나.
Yeah, see, I'm really intrigued kind of by the songwriting. You know, just the making of a song, especially in groups too, because you have to you know, obviously they have their roles of vocalists, you know, rappers and whatnot, so that makes it a little easier. But like you know, getting everyone to, you know, be involved on a song in a 7-member group, you know. It's just interesting to see that. Like I'm intrigued by that, and even just like an individual artists, but to see it, you know, in the context of 7 members, it's very intriguing to me. Like I was saying this earlier, I just don't understand it. Like I genuinely cannot wrap my head around how, I mean, even artists, individual artists do it, but like a group to this extent, you know, it's crazy. And I'm like, and with features too, you know, like it's, I don't know. He self-produces songs for SoundCloud as gifts for fans and has solo songs within BTS albums. Okay. Beautiful. What song is this? Because I'm not seeing the song anywhere. Beautiful. Wow. His solo song Moon in BTS's album ranked number 5 in Rolling Stone's magazine's of greatest boy band songs of all time. Not to be like nitpicky with this, but like, it just, that still counts, you know? Like, I'm not trying to like belittle or diminish, you know, it's still cool obviously nonetheless, but like, does that necessarily, like, should that count? I don't know. Song Moon though, I'll be looking forward to Moon nonetheless. Trust me, I will definitely be looking forward to that. I wish it said which album, but I'll definitely keep my eyes. I'll definitely be looking for Moon. I'll definitely looking forward to it. That made me sound like such a hater. I didn't mean that to be a hater, by the way. It's just like, you know, like, should it count? Unless it was written by, because even I don't know. I'm not trying to be a hater. I promise I'm not trying to be a hater. He sang Yours for the drama Jirasan, which became his second OST to reach 100 iTunes number ones. Fair enough. Yeah, the vocals are second to none, and it's beautiful.
When I go store, my fans, oh, worldwide handsome. Yeah. Enjoy it. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
enjoy. Yeah, I'm worldwide handsome. Yeah, hello.
I wouldn't mind a nickname like that. Jin's visuals have gotten him viral attention on multiple occasions. He was the car door guy at the 2015 MMAs. Then the third guy from the left at the 2017 BBMAs. Okay. And the front door guy in 2021. Okay, they're really getting this narrative. He's really getting this narrative across. They're really letting him open the door first and whatnot, aren't they? But then again, I guess he was also the third guy from the left, so he now jokingly uses the nickname WWH for Worldwide Handsome. Fair enough. Hey, if I had that nickname, I would change. If someone even comments that, you'll see my channel name switch. I'll be running with that with like no other. I would be forcing that on everyone. Jin is the oldest young, term for older brother in BTS. Okay. In Korea, age often determines hierarchy, and being the eldest comes with expectations of authority and respect. Doesn't use his power much. Jin does not.
같은 맏형이 좋냐? 맏형 같은 맏형이 좋냐? 그래서 나는 그거 같아. 야, 나는 그래도 진영 같은 맏형이 좋다. 그래. 그러니까 그러니까 숨겨진 뜻은 진영은 맏형 같이.
Hot sauce.
형이 맏형이잖아요. 되게 위기의 질서를 딱딱 지켜야 되고 되게 이런 사람일 줄 알았는데 사실 전혀 그런 형이 아니죠. 팀의 분위기를 전반적으로 이끌어가는 사람이 바로 진영이에요. 네.
Fair enough. Amazing cooking skills. He feeds and cares for his younger members. Ooh, I love food. Ooh. Like this video if you like food. Sorry.
때리지 마, 때리지 마. 형이 할게. 면 끓여.
Eldest brother goes into the kitchen for the third time. This time for Jungkook.
자, 동걸 네가 나보다 맛있게 먹어라.
내가 항상 까불거리고 항상 막 와 이러고 웃는 이유가 내가 까불거려서 행복할 때도 있지만 상대방이 웃어서
게 중요한 거죠.
웃어서 저 행복한 그러니까 날 행복하게 하려고 솔직히 말하면 상대방을 이용하는 거야. 상대방을 웃게 해가지고 나를 웃게 하는
I make myself smile by making others smile. That's exactly how I feel.
거야.
That photo better have gotten a feature online. That photo must be out there somewhere.
아니 진영한테 뭔가 행복 뭐 이런 거라든지 인생을 재밌게 살아야겠구나 이런 거를
Gotta be happy and enjoy life. How to enjoy life.
배우고
Fair enough. Jin likes to live life by going with the flow and would do anything to make others smile. Very charismatic. He sometimes goes live to do Eat Jin, where he eats and talks to Army. Ooh. I love those videos when people are just eating and saying what they have to say. That's when people are the most real too, when they're on a full stomach.
2등, 1등을 바로 앞에 두고 있는 가운데 1등!
Jin likes gaming and fishing. Okay. Yeah, I've seen a part of this. He even released a fishing song for fun on his birthday, accidentally creating a viral dance challenge. 10 likes and I recreate that video. Don't hold me to that, but I guess I already said it. Maybe I'll edit that out. Okay, anyways. Now we're on to Jungkook, Jungkook, main vocal, dancer, composer, songwriter, producer, who was born September 1st, 1997. Euphoria, I don't know if I've heard this song before. It sounds familiar, but it's not like obviously one of the you know, big hitters that stays in my head like butter or dynamite, obviously, you know. I don't know if I've heard the song. It sounds really familiar though. And I don't think it's been in any of my past videos. I don't think. But I've also been binging a lot of stuff recently, and I don't know if my phone's listening to me, but you know, since my phone's here on my desk and I've been, you know, making these videos pretty proactively and binging them, BTS has been showing up on my page far more frequently. So not that I'm complaining, but you know what I mean? Like, I think it's listening. In 2011, Jungkook auditioned for Superstar K3. Okay. He didn't make it through, but was later contacted by 7 different agencies. Okay, they saw the talent. Although there were big companies among the 7, he chose Small Big Hit because of one person. Ooh. RM, okay.
제 뭔가 이 행복은 랩본 형부터 시작이었던 것 같아요. 꿈의 시작.
First of all, there were many companies that offered to have me, but I chose Big Hit because I saw RM and I fell for him. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Till this day, RM is one of his biggest role models. That's sweet. 15-year-old Jungkook was shy and missed home, but the members looked after him like their own little brother. The members attended both his high school entrance and graduation ceremonies.
뭐 이때까지 저 이제 15살 올라와가지고 옆에서 되게 이제 뭐 어떻게 보면 저를 키운 거죠. 네. 그래서 옆에서 이렇게 잘 해줘서 고맙고.
Yeah, I very much so like the whole family dynamic thing. Like I was saying, obviously, you know, it just adds to the layers and levels of a group. And it's just a nice thing to see, you know, because I feel like nowadays there's so many groups, and I'm not gonna call them out, but there's so many groups that just kind of seem forced, you know, trying to be the next big thing, and don't really have a dynamic in the sense of like, you know, this. So it's very nice to see. It's a little off topic, but I don't know if you guys saw that cake. He is the main vocalist, one of the lead dancers, and even a rapper in BTS's earlier songs. Okay.
근데 이제 정국이가 빠지면 되게 데미지가 세요. 물론 7명 누가 또 그렇지만 정국이는 어쨌든 메인 보컬을 담당하고 있고 퍼포먼스적으로도 본인이 센터에서 굉장히 중요한 축을 담당하는 파트가 굉장히 많은 친구거든요. 정국이가 빠지면 대체가 안 된단 말이에요. 언제쯤을 깨닫을 그때 마주한다면.
See, every time I hear like just snippets or sections of songs like this, I just like immediately grow fonder of it. It's just, I don't know, I love seeing kind of, I mean, I guess in this case, just raw, pure vocals, or, you know, that super kind of stripped back sound that's not, you know, produced to the sense of it would be in the final, you know, the final version of the song. Yeah, it just makes the heart grow fonder. Jungkook writes and produces songs for BTS's albums and free songs for SoundCloud as gifts for ARMY. 눈을 보고 말할래요. 보고 싶었어요. 황홀했던 기억 속에 나 홀로 춤을 춰도 비가 내리잖아. His BTS album solos Euphoria and My Time have spent 80 plus weeks on Billboard's World Digital Song Sales chart. Is that at the time of this video? Like, were they on for longer, you know, charting, or did it just spend, you know, it's 80 plus weeks and then, you know, call it? Funny way to phrase that, but you know what I mean. Is it just like at the time it was only up to 80 plus weeks? If anyone knows that off the top of their head, I know that's kind of a little more niche random fact, but yeah. Vocals. Oh, they even have, oh, this is a soundtrack. I was like, they have animation based music videos, but okay, I'm seeing it. He also sings BTS's webtoon track Stay Alive, produced by Suga, which was the fastest Korean original soundtrack to reach 100 million streams on Spotify. Okay, BTS's webtoon track. Okay, they have a. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oh wait, it's not even. Oh, it is. I like this concept of a music video. I haven't really seen anything, you know, of the sort of like, you know, their live character on the animation backdrop. I'd be intrigued to see that. He is nicknamed Golden Maknae, youngest, because of his talent in many fields. Oh, that's beautiful. See, I wish I was like, had many levels of talent, or layers of talent. Many talents. Yeah, this is crazy. This is beautiful.
나도 놀랐어. 정국이 밤로스야, 밤로스.
Jungkook is Bob Ross. He likes boxing, working out, and learning new instruments. And he also has an interest in filming and video editing. Where is this? This looks beautiful too. Island. Island of the sort. He creates videos of his trips and calls them Golden Closet Films. Huh, okay.
I can feel it. I'm imagining this. Can I wake up? Like an arrow in the blue sky. Go hide down.
Oh, heartwarming music video. In 2020, he directed their Life Goes On music video. Okay. Jungkook has a deep love for ARMY and his members and is sensitive when it comes to that. Fair enough. See, I don't know the context of this this part of the video, obviously, but you know, I really love when artists do pay homage and show love to their fans. You know, there's been a recent controversy with another artist, and big one at that, you know, and so it's just nice to see it. You know, it shows that human-like characteristic, and yeah, like I said, it really just is a heartwarming, nice thing to see.
편지 너무 잘 썼다는데. 우리 JK. 그래 아까 너무 열심히 쓰더라 편지를. 우리 JK 진짜. 그래요.
아유 우리 정국이 귀여운 거 이쁜 거 마음 여리고.
누구야 열이지. 몸만 안 열이지.
천국에 넣어야지. 천국에 넣어야지.
Is slightly feared for his intense physical strength. Is that right?
하지마. 아야 미안해. 내 잘못했어. 너 잘못했어. 진짜 안 할게. 진짜 안 할게.
왜 별이 없이 공허한 건지.
Is VLive an app? But he often goes live to sing and talk with ARMY. He takes song requests and puts on mini concerts in his studio. Oh, okay. Do they have any like covers like that too that I absolutely need to see? Do they do covers? I know it's a big thing in kind of group culture, but yeah.
I'll be there whenever you want me.
See, I really like those kind of live streams because you get to see them be like unapologetically themselves, you know. You know, you get to see them in like a non-scripted light, you know. It's just a nice thing to see. Okay, we're on to our next. We're on to V. Kim Tae-young. Vocalist, dancer, composer, producer, songwriter, and he was born December 30th, 1995. Okay. Okay.
V, is it true that you never actually intended on auditioning for BTS? You just went to the audition to support your friend.
True. Yes. 2011년.
Okay, if I was the friend, I would be a little salty. I'm not gonna lie. If I was the friend, I would be a little. I'm assuming friend didn't make it, right? I'd be a little salty.
여름쯤에 빅히트 오디션을 한번 본 적이 있었는데 그때 야 너도 볼래? 구경꾼이던 제가 네 저 볼래요 해가지고 춤추고 또 없어? 노래도 하고 또 없어? 비트박스하고 또 없어? 랩하고 또 없어? 색소폰 가져와서 색소폰 들고 또 없어? 네 이제 없어요. 그래서 이제 없었는데 땅에서 띵을 하던 저한테 연락이
That is crazy. This is like a little more of a off-topic topic, I suppose, but like, imagine he didn't go that way, or go that day. Like, would he still have made it? You know, like, it's crazy to think about. It's crazy to think about. Like, was it fate? Was it destined? I don't know. See, I don't know. That's something I think about all the time and stuff like that. You know, even in just my own personal life. Huh. I mean, obviously the talent's there, so I assume he would have made it in some sense, but, you know, who knows? Who knows?
여보세요? 대구에서 나 한 명만 뽑혔대요.
2013년 7월 10일 V의 첫 단독.
Although he wasn't the last to join, he was the last to be known by the fans. He was hidden until their debut. Okay. Interesting.
나는 일단 오래전부터 멤버들이랑 같이 생활했다.
I like the line.
6명 그룹일 줄 알았던 방탄이 7명이.
Turned out to be 7. As a vocalist, V is known for his baritone voice and vocal range.
숨겨도 감춰도 지워지지 않아.
Like the other members, he also has solo songs within BTS's albums, but also takes part in writing and producing songs for his own projects. Okay, yeah, so you know, obviously we've seen a common theme throughout this. They all, so far, have pretty prominent solo careers as well. Okay, yeah, if there's something I need to check out within that as well, let me know. Seems like there's a lot of music. It seems like there's a lot out there. Ridiculous. I wish I could sing. I wish I had talent in the artistry, like, kind of sense, in any sense of art, whether it be music, art itself, creating novels, stories. I wish I could write a book. I love books, for those who don't know. That's like my biggest pastime. Yeah. It's a tough world out there. Along with Jin, he sang It's Definitely You for the drama Warang? Which he also acted in. Okay. Does he have a prominent acting career, or is this just kind of was it like a cameo thing? You know what I mean? Or do any of them have prominent acting careers? Or not even prominent, just like, you know, a step in that kind of avenue as well. The song Sweet Night for the drama Itaewon Class holds the record for the most number ones in iTunes history. Huh. See, I love seeing little accolades like this because, like, it's just random. Because, like, who would have thought the song Sweet Night for the drama Itaewon Class holds the records for the most number ones. You know, it's just, I'm gonna edit that part. Christmas Tree for the drama Our Beloved Summer became the highest charting Korea original soundtrack on the Billboard Hot 100. Okay. After his 2018 performance of Singularity, he was officially recognized as part of the dance line, joining J-Hope, Jungkook, and Jimin. On stage, V is known for his captivating visuals and expressions. Ooh, yeah, I need to see a live performance because one thing I do love as well is just that stage presence. I love that. I love that. Purple.
보라색이요.
빨주노초 파란보의 보라색이 마지막 색깔이잖아요. 제 보라색은 상대방을 믿고 서로 오랫동안 사랑하자라는 의미인데요. 근데 저는 그때처럼 영원히 오랫동안 함께 이렇게 볼 수 있었으면 좋겠어요.
Heartwarming. He likes to do lives called Tay Tay FM, where he shares his favorite songs with fans. He enjoys abstract art, gaming, and photography. Ooh. Show us more. Because of his love for jazz music, he practiced the trumpet and saxophone.
그리고 처음 봤을 때는 굉장히 독특하고 장난기가 많고 어디로 튈지 모르는 어떻게 보면은 우리 중에 가장 사람다운 애가 아니었나.
He's very expressive and has a unique perspective on life. Okay, philosophical.
이거는 자,
maybe. I wish you elaborated on that a little bit.
설마? 왜? 야, 얘는 딴네요. 누가 딴데? 야, 아까는 결과잖아.
One thing I have learned with groups and whatnot is to not learn the members by hair color because they be changing it pretty frequently. He acts spontaneously and easily befriends everyone around him. Bubbly personality. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing the kind of bubbly, you know, fun to be around. Did you say that? Fun to be around, you know, make the room light kind of thing.
포자했다. 혹시 손 들어보실래요? 어려 수학 어워드. 무슨 어워드?
I got no.
그래미.
I don't see how those align, but fair enough. If I had one of those too, I'd be bringing it up. I won't lie. Serendipity. Okay. Jimin. Park Jimin. He is a vocalist, main dancer, composer, songwriter, producer, and was born October 13th, 1995. Before debut, Jimin was a top student in contemporary dance at the Busan High School of Arts. See, I love seeing these old kind of footage as well. I know I've talked about it a little bit, but it's just like, it's crazy to kind of see how far they've come. You know, obviously this is a little bit of a different avenue, kind of. You guys know what I mean. It's a little different. Obviously it's built on what BTS is, you know, that dance. But you know, this is it's just funny to see. It's cool to see. Jimin also learned hip-hop dancing and would take part in dance battles at 15 years old. Okay. Because of his skills, his dance instructor encouraged him to audition for Big Hit. Okay.
Tell him Bangtan is dancing on the floor.
With the shortest training period, he became the final member of BTS in 2012. Okay. Okay. Jimin has distinctive high and delicate but powerful voice. Yeah. I mean, I kind of didn't really comprehend that until just now, but yeah, seeing that right there on film out. Yeah, it's definitely prominent. Definitely distinctive, that's for sure. I feel like this will be the first voice I really know, you know. When I get to that point.
네, 정말 천성이 너무 이타적인 친구고 자신보다 굉장히 남이나 혹은 이 팀을 더 배려하는 뭐 무대나 이런 그런 부분에 있어서도 굉장히 사람을 이제 홀리게 하는 되게 재능이 있고.
See, captivate people. That's how I feel when I listen to Swim, watch the music video, watch the performance video. I was really just taken aback by it and really put in my own head, really, yeah, I mean, captivated, you know. That's literally the best way to put it. I was captivated. It's a very nice music video, very nice song, very nice, everything that came with it that I've seen.
이제 무대에서 큰 축을 담당하는 굉장히 멋진 전방위 아이돌이 아닌가.
Like the other members, he releases self-produced songs on SoundCloud in addition to singing solos on BTS albums. Okay. Promise. Okay, I'll be looking forward to that. His solo track Promise is now the most streamed SoundCloud song of all time. Really? I didn't ever use SoundCloud, but I know it was like a big thing back maybe like 8 years ago. I guess around like 2016 times. Well, I guess that's been 2016 was 10 years ago. But yeah, I never really was an active SoundCloud user. But yeah, it's crazy that they're like just random like individual accolades like this. Jimin and V's duet Friends, co-written produced by Jimin, was featured in the Marvel movie Eternals. Okay. Sweet. The original soundtrack with You, sung by Jimin and Ha Sung-woon, became the fastest song to reach 100 number ones on iTunes. They're really just stacking them up. I feel like I need to see it like on a list because obviously we've seen a bunch, you know, just throughout this video, especially individual ones. But yeah, I wonder how big like a list in like 12-point font of every single accolade among BTS and its members, you know, the group and individually, how long that would be. You know, because I've seen my fair share of comments about, you know, this and that, but you know, seeing it all laid out in front of me with just that, I could only imagine. Oh, I know this actor. Okay. As one of the main dancers, he often utilizes background in contemporary dance to make BTS's performance even more unique, right? Okay. When he's not doing intense performances, Jimin is very cute, affectionate, and playful.
I'm sweet guy.
Oh damn, bro.
Pretty sexy, lovely.
Yeah.
Pretty sexy, lovely, sweet guy.
Yeah.
아마인보 넘버원가? 내가 어리광을 피우지 않는 거야. 아니죠 그건 형. 아니야 지민이. 잘못했지. 아니 잘못했지.
Beautiful backdrop. He's caring and is often the first to comfort members when they're down. Okay. Jimin trained for over 8 years in several martial arts, including Kendo and Taekwondo. Okay. We are not picking fights with Jimin, are we? We're not. Fair enough. Fair enough. He likes to travel, collect Polaroids, work out, and watch Netflix during his free time. Okay. What song was that? I'll Be There For You, that song. And I'm not talking the Friends song. But I like that. I like that. He goes live to hang out with ARMY and share stories about his daily life. Okay. He sometimes gets shy by himself, so he brings other members to join him. Okay, a little duet. A little duet. I'm seeing the purple heart. I'm seeing the purple heart.
우리 실수. 아니에요. 여기 아니에요. 몰라요, 여러분. 모른 척 해주세요. 실수. 진짜 실수다 이거는.
시작할 때부터 부족한 거 많고 되게 보잘것 없고 되게 아무것도 없는 저였는데
Okay, you don't have to be humble.
우리 멤버들이 저 도와주고 이끌어주고 해서
Help me out and show me the way.
여기까지 올 수 있었고 되게 멤버들이랑 함께하면서 되게 행복하다고 느꼈고 우리
Yeah, I really love seeing the family dynamic. Obviously, I haven't seen it to the fullest extent, but you know, just from a, I guess, not an outsider point looking in at this point, but you know, someone with that very surface level knowledge like me, and you know, not the most experienced in the world, you definitely see that there's obviously something there, right? It's not something made up. But yeah, I like seeing that because, like I said previous, there's a couple groups out there where the dynamic doesn't seem as real, to put it lightly.
멤버들 진짜 멋있어요, 진짜. 여러분 방탄 멋있죠?
And lastly, ARMY. The BTS ARMY fan chant starts with the leader and follows with oldest to youngest. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm hearing it now. It took me a second. Okay, I'm hearing it.
Actually, a lot of...
And then does it just repeat that over and over, I'm assuming? I guess I'll have to learn, won't I? I guess I will have to learn. But yeah, BTS makes sure to mention ARMY, even crediting them with more success than themselves. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to give it out for the fans, right? Obviously, their hard work and whatnot doesn't go unnoticed, but I mean, artists are nothing without the fans, you know? It's a nice sentimental thing, you know? I definitely see why ARMY is so strong, you know?
People are very curious about this, but it's very simple. There's 100% of success, and I'll give 50, I'll give half to the ARMYs. We put like 5% each, like 5% value, so that's 35. And I give 15% to the Hyben Bicket. If it's a trophy, my percent is like 5. I always try to realize that for myself, and
it really helps me keep myself down to earth, and I think it's really important.
I like that as well. I like that as well. I love when artists are humble. And obviously they had a different upbringing, especially in comparison to a lot of groups nowadays that are marketed like crazy, you know, pushed out like crazy. And so yeah, it's a nice thing to see alongside, you know, all the other quality factors that and characteristics that the group has. So I do like that a lot. I do like that a lot. BTS continuously faced hatred, racism, xenophobia, but still only share positive energy with the ARMY and the world. Very nice. I definitely learned my fair share about this as well. ARMY is made up of people from all over the world of all ages. Yes. Yeah, I made a comment in one of my videos where I was just like, oh, I didn't realize that, you know, the age range was this diverse and whatnot. And I got some comments that were obviously like, you know, very nice and like, you know, this is my age and whatnot. But then I had a few that were like a little mad at me. But you know, to me, music has no age, and I didn't mean it in any weird way. And I hope no one took it that way either. Obviously, some did, but you know, it wasn't meant out of like ill will or anything. Music has no age, right? But yeah, definitely, very diverse across the board and in all age ranges for sure, Their lyrics and videos often inspire and comfort those who are lonely or facing their own struggles. Yeah, I love when music has a deeper meaning. You know, I feel like nowadays, especially in hip hop, you know, there's a lot of hip hop, you know, that mumble rap and whatnot, where it really doesn't mean anything anymore. You know, and I know hip hop's like their kind of main what brought them up, BTS, so that's why I say that. And so, yeah, it's nice to see that they have, you know, stuff that's relatable, stuff that deals with heavier topics, stuff that, you know, just goes beyond, you know, what kind of the face value of what music can be. So I'll be looking forward to getting into that as well. Very much so. Very much so. Okay, they have a couple animation. Well, this looks like the same one that we just saw, but you know. ARMY is known to be very active, powerful, organized, and extremely protective of BTS. Yes, I have definitely, even before I, you know, ever listened to BTS, ARMY definitely had a presence. I was never really on Stan Twitter and whatnot until recently. I've very, very, very recently just been on it within the last year or so. Kind of just, I guess, in terms of starting my channel, I kind of been more active on it. But yeah. I always knew of ARMY, but you know, I see it more and more every single day. And like I said, my phone's been listening to me, so I see it even more recently. But yeah, and I mean, for my videos, obviously, you guys are crazy supportive, and even to someone like me who, you know, very new to the game, very, very new to the game. So I appreciate it. Thank you all, seriously.
조정석. 만약에 이거 인정 안 하시면 이제 아미들 다 이제 채널 찾아가고.
자, 깔끔하게 정답 맞췄고요. 다음 이어가겠습니다.
BTS has been the leader of Billboard's Social 50 for 210 plus weeks, which measures artists and social media activity, fan engagement, and weekly song plays. I did not know that there was a Social 50. I did not know that was a thing. Huh. I'll have to check that out as well. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, which measures artists' social media activity, fan engagement, and weekly song plays. Interesting. I had no clue about that. Volunteer armies translates posts, speeches, and lives almost real time for other fans. Oh, that's sweet. That's very, yeah. Huh. I'll need that all the time. Armies organizes fan projects and charity donations all over the world to spread BTS's love and inspiration. Yeah, I love when the fans are projection of, you know, the group that they support, and especially when the group they support puts a lot of good out into the world, you know. And so yeah, the fans, you know, are just projections of them as well. It's very nice.
The Korean band BTS donated $1 million to Black Lives Matter. Well, on seeing this news, BTS fans, known as the BTS Army, pledged to match their donation, raising
crazy
another $1 million in less than 24 hours.
Wow. Obviously, I knew Army is massive, but within 24 hours. Within 24 hours, I just hit my knee on my desk. That is crazy.
It starts off thinking,
that is
what do the boys
insane.
love, and what are the things we can do in their name.
You too. Aww. Yeah, I love when artists are very... What's that? Oh, I'm blanking on the term. It starts with a P. Philanthropy? Something like that. It sounds like that. I don't think that's it. You guys know. Is it? I don't know. I'm blanking on the term. See, it's not my. This is not my brightest intelligent showcase today. I won't lie, but yeah, I love when they're very charitable. I should have just said that from the get-go. You know, give back and whatnot. Very, very nice. You know, it just, I love this little end to the video as well because it just shows extra heartwarming, redeeming, not redeeming, but you know, qualities that could be fit as redeeming in some sense. But yeah, you know, qualities that keep coming back, that really just shows them as people. It shows them as people. It's very nice to see. In 2019, Army donated a total of 200. Dang. And so even just beyond the amount of money, so Army and OIAA, okay, so a combined of 290,000 trees. So even just beyond that, you know, it goes further than that as well. Trees into pet food into blood. I need to start donating blood. I really got to. And more. 1,000 plus care packages, 20 sponsored animals. Aww. Yeah. I need to start donating blood. Army charity project map. Charity projects, 1 tree planted. Clowns Without Borders. Free the Girls. Lit for teens. Literature for teens, I'm assuming. Wow. And yeah, it goes on. Oh, I didn't even see the scroll. I didn't even see the scroll bar. You guys might not be able to see it because the video's so small, you know. But I mean, you can see maybe where my mouse cursor is. Wow. I guess you guys can see the map, can't you? I didn't think about that. But wow. Wow. That is crazy. They have that thing covered. You guys have that thing covered. Shout out BTS, shout out Army.
The armies, I know, and the BTS, you all know, we're all strong. We'll find a way. We always have. If there's no way, let's draw the map. The whole map again.
Wembley. Shout out Wembley. Armies at Wembley Stadium surprising BTS by singing their song Young Forever. That is insane. Oh my gosh. See, I've seen pictures of, I've been in one sold out stadium. I think it had like 80,000 people. I went and saw The Weeknd in Las Vegas. And yeah, crazy. But you know, this whole thing is looped. Wembley probably has what, 100,000? 100,000 people? Crazy.
Wow.
Look at all the lights. Yeah, that's probably like a good like 17 people. I would say at least 17. Maybe a little more. Ooh, that's like 37. Sorry.
아 이건 반칙인데.
2013, 2014. Is there any footage from like the 2010, 2011, 2012 period or so? Obviously there's gonna be some, you know, but what were they doing during that time? Like, you know, obviously training and whatnot, you know, making songs, but were they just, was that really it? Did they have any like kind of presence in the space, you know, before they debuted in any sense? Obviously I know not, you know, anything regarding a debut, but you know, was there anything there? Is there anything there? Oh, they do it every year. I'm seeing it. 2021. For more BTS content, okay, V Live. V Live is okay. I wasn't sure if that was just a part of like the label or what, but V Live live streams older run BTS episodes, Weverse. Run BTS Bon Voyage shows, BTS and ARMY messaging official announcements, and YouTube on Bangtan TV, behind the scenes, dance practices, hype labels, and official music videos. Okay. Okay. Shout out BTS. Shout out, okay. It looks like we're just getting into the wraps of this video. Shout out BTS. Shout out Taylor. Leave a like on this video, obviously. Anything else there? Yes, shout out ARMY, BTS, guides, shout out everyone. And yes, seriously shout out Taylor and the fans who helped make this guide and whatnot. But anyways, guys, that was a guide to BTS members of Bangtan 7. Guys, please help me figure out where I should go from here. You know, I feel like now that I'm 2 guides deep, have a little more knowledge of them. You know, I've watched a performance video, I've watched a music video, I've listened to a full album. Where do I really go from here? You know, is there anything that I really need to get into as well before I hop into my next album or, you know, longer project? You know, I'm just obviously a little new to the whole world and whatnot, to this whole universe. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling a connection. I'm definitely liking the group. I definitely like their music. I mean, their albums been on repeat for me. I can only imagine how many times I've played, you know, the songs off of it. But yeah, if there's anything you guys think at all I should go down before I really hop into like another, you know, longer project, like I said, please do let me know. And if you guys do like these videos and want me to continue, you know, making BTS content and whatnot, please do like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me grow. And yeah, guys, like I said, if you guys have any comments, anything the guide may have missed, anything that obviously isn't up to date, you know, it's 2020, or this was made in 2022, 2026, you know, you understand. Because yeah, anything at all, please do let me know. And yeah, guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you once again. Thank you, ARMY. Thank you, BTS. And I will see you in the next one. Deuces, deuces, deuces.